Hey friends, we're here, we've made it. It's time to go ahead and do our giveaway video. But first off, we, for the giveaway, asked you guys to ask us questions. We wanted to do a little Q&A, and we had an overwhelming amount of questions.
Yeah, we weren't expecting that many questions.
Yeah, like you guys really stepped it up. I think we had probably about 60 entries, which we were expecting, you know, maybe 5 or 6 like our last giveaway, but...
Great, but thank you guys for all your great questions.
Yes,
like, we really appreciate it.
Thank you to all the new subscribers and anybody that's checking us out and stuff. There's a few of you that we've actually spoken to, and it's been great to get to know you.
Yeah,
so,
you guys are some pretty cool cats.
Ready, Liz?
Let's go.
Let's go. Alright, so the first question actually comes to us from Annie Pam, and she asks, if you got the chance to change one thing about yourselves, what would it be? How about you, Liz? What would you change about yourself if you could?
I think I would not be so critical of myself all the time. If anybody who knows me, I'm always like super hard perfectionist on myself. So I think I would not be as critical of myself.
Myself, I think I would have a better working thyroid. Because if that was the case, I wouldn't have this going on, and I wouldn't have this going on. So if I had a better working thyroid, then I'd probably have a better looking body. So, alright.
I just like food.
Yeah, I love food. Who doesn't like food? So, the next question comes from Bright Star. And it asks, what or how did you get interested in Disney? And also, what is your favorite theme park and theme park ride?
Ooh.
So...
Well, we are both from Florida. We're Florida natives, born there, lived there until, well, for me, until I moved up to pharmacy school. So I think when you're born in Florida and you're growing up in Florida, you just automatically go to Disney. Like, it's just a thing that happens.
And I mean, who didn't grow up on Disney movies and stuff? So it's very, very easy to get into Disney because, especially when we were younger, other than Nickelodeon and Cartoon Network, Disney was the only other channel out there that was really meant for kids and stuff. So we watched a lot of Disney.
Yeah, I watched a lot of Disney too.
As far as favorite theme park,
my favorite theme park is Epcot. I really like Epcot.
I do love Epcot, but for me, it's all about the rides. It's a tough toss-up, but if we're talking Disney, then definitely going with Magic Kingdom. Theme park all around, I am very, very fond of Kings Island up in Cincinnati, Ohio, just because they have a lot of roller coasters. So, how about your favorite theme park ride?
Ooh. Okay, I have two. Well, is it Disney ride or theme park ride?
Let's answer for both.
Okay, my favorite Disney rides, I have 2. Ooh, no, wait.
Yeah, see, it's very difficult.
I have 4. I have 4 favorite Disney rides.
Let's narrow it down to the top 3. All right, let's go all 4.
So, at Magic Kingdom, Haunted Mansion, and People Mover are like tops. And then I really like Flight of Passage. It's pretty awesome.
Awesome.
And I really like Expedition Everest.
I've only been on Expedition Everest once, so...
But
I did enjoy it. I loved it.
But favorite non-Disney theme park ride is definitely X2 at Six Flags Magic Mountain, California. It's amazing. If you guys have never been there, you need to go. You need to check it out. It's amazing.
Well, for me, definitely at Disney, it's going to be in Magic Kingdom. Like, I love Flight of Passage, but my all-time favorite is gonna have to be the Carousel of Progress. I don't know why. I love that. It's great to get out of the heat and to sit down for a little bit. You get a good little show. And who hasn't walked around Disney singing, "There's a Great Big Beautiful Tomorrow"? Like, that gets caught in my head every single time we're at Disney, and we have to make sure that we go so I can go ahead and write it. So, yeah, there you go. And, oh, as far as non-Disney park, it would have to be back the first time I rode it, it was called the Outer Limits Flight of Fear. It's just called the Flight of Fear now, up at Kings Island. And it is, at the time, was the world's fastest dark indoor roller coaster. So it was really, really cool, and it's alien themed, and if you like aliens, then it's a good ride. So, all right, our next question comes from some good friends of us over at Tim Fluffy Beard, the Fluffy Beard family, Tim and Allison.
Hi Tim, hi Allison.
Hello, you guys. The question is, so when was the first time you went to Disney World?
Oh, jeez. I think I was probably like 1 or 2.
I know I had to be around that age. I mean, it was first time going was definitely an incomprehensible time because I mean I was too young. I don't remember that, but the first real memory of it, I was probably about 5 or 6 years old, and I remember being out with my brother in the stroller next to us and watching the fireworks. That was one of the strongest memories I have and earliest memories I have of Disney. So, yeah, good question. On to the next. From Cheers to the Mouse, they asked, how did you all meet?
So we both happened to be in Orlando at the same time. We're not from Orlando. I'm from Tampa.
I'm from Sarasota.
But we both happened to be in Orlando at the same time.
We were at Downtown Disney, actually.
Yeah, we were both at Downtown Disney.
Yeah, I was there with some friends, I think for a late birthday trip for myself.
And I was there with my friend Mercedes. And so then we started talking, and then we just
met
kind of kept talking. And
and then we realized that we were a bit closer to each other as opposed to Orlando and Sarasota or Tampa and Sarasota. And yeah, just one thing led to another, and here we are almost 3 years later. So
Disney making relationships.
Oh yeah, thank you, Disney. All right, the next question comes from a new friend of ours, and he's got a really nice channel that he's got up and coming, so you guys go ahead and check him out. It is 22 Ounce Adventures, and he asks, if there was only one beer and one attraction you could enjoy the rest of your life, what would they be?
Okay, beer-wise, there's a brewery in is it in Columbus?
It's in Columbus.
Columbus, Ohio. It's called Four Strings Brewery, and they have a seasonal beer that they make that you can only get there apparently, and it is called Lemonade Shandy. And oh my gosh, it is amazing. If you're anywhere in Columbus, check it out.
The thing is, if you don't like beer, then you're gonna like this beer because it tastes just like lemonade.
It's amazing.
Like, I've had her have some beers before. She's not the biggest fan,
no,
but she'll do one over an hour and a half to 2 hours. This one was like 30 seconds flat, gone. She loved it that much. It was that good. So, my personal favorite is going to be Coppertail, which is out of Ybor City in Tampa, Florida. My local
That's
brewery,
his favorite.
my favorite. Every March they release one called Brews Banner, and it is phenomenal. And I cannot wait because next week, or not next week, but the week after next, we are actually going to be going down to Tampa and Orlando. We're doing a Disney trip, Universal trip, Busch Gardens trip, SeaWorld trip, and they're actually going to have it out on tap, and I am so excited. I've been waiting a year for it, so
you guys will probably see it in a later video.
Yes, and the one attraction that I would enjoy for the rest of my life, I guess, well, attraction is not specifically ride. So if you have a show that you like.
No, I would just live on the People Mover. Like, I think I could live on the People Mover and be perfectly happy.
But it'd be cool if it was like a People Mover that you could guide in your own directions, and you wouldn't have to just stay on the track, right? Wouldn't that be better though?
I mean, that would be cool, but like,
well, I guess
I could just do
we'll just have to invent it.
I could just do the People Mover loop.
Yeah,
like,
People Mover is pretty good. For me, honestly, it's not a ride, it's a show. It's an old show. It was one of my favorites of all time, and I don't know why, but I love this show. It was actually the ice show back in the day at Busch Gardens.
Oh, that was so
when they had
good.
the different, like they had
the
the
countries.
James, no, it was like
the one before
the
that.
one with the James Bond scene, and there was the graveyard scene, and all sorts of different movies and stuff.
That was like the OG ice show.
That was
a great
really
show. So was the country
old.
one. All of Busch Gardens ice shows are pretty good.
Yeah, they've all been really great, but this one was back in like the
It was a
mid
while
to
ago.
late
Like
90s.
that's what I was
Yeah,
saying.
and it was so good. Please bring it back, Busch Gardens. Please bring it back. All right, our next question comes from Melissa Walker.
Hi, Melissa.
Hello, Melissa. And she says, what is your favorite snack at Disney?
Snack and Disney.
All right, well, while she's thinking, it's a bit of a one-sided toss-up for me. Recently, we had a Mickey pretzel, and that was phenomenal. I love pretzels. But I think the one that is going to push it right out of there is just a classic Mickey bar. And to come to think of it, I haven't had one in a few years. I haven't had one since we've been going back to Disney. So we're going to have to get one.
I think mine is either those cinnamon almonds, I think they are. The cinnamon almonds.
Candied almonds.
Yeah, those.
Yeah, those are wonderful.
Or it was when you said pretzel. I really like the sweet cream cheese pretzels.
Ooh,
those
yes,
are really
the stuffed
good.
pretzels.
Yeah.
Those are good. But then again, the one to top them all is going to have to be the gray stuff.
Oh, the gray stuff is
The
good.
gray stuff.
But that's not really a snack. That's a dessert. Dessert snack.
I mean, anything could be a snack if you put your mind to it. All right. And on to the next one. This one comes from Edward Cross. Hello, Edward.
Hi.
And he asks, what is your favorite hand-drawn Disney movie?
So like an animated movie?
Yeah, animated movie. Well, ooh.
Except for, I guess, not like computer animated, like so old school.
Hand-drawn, yeah.
I
I feel like mine would kind of be
Aladdin
cheating.
hand-drawn?
Aladdin was hand-drawn.
Then Aladdin.
Yeah, Aladdin was really, really good. But if we have to nitpick here, if I can nitpick, technically, you know, like some of my favorites are Bedknobs and Broomsticks.
That's not hand-drawn, that's live action.
They go under the water and there's a huge hand-drawn section in there.
Okay, fine.
And Mary Poppins has a very large hand-drawn
Okay,
section.
fine.
But yeah, I do believe that Aladdin would probably be my favorite as well. Probably Aladdin and the 40 Thieves. I believe that's what it was called, either the King of Thieves or the 40 Thieves. It was a straight-to-video one, and we had it on VHS, and I watched that, I think, every day for a year at one point in time. I really enjoyed that one. So.
I'm also a fan of Ichabod and Mr. Toad.
Oh yes.
That one's great.
Yes. If you know Mr. Toad, then you're cool with us. You're all cool with us. All right, on to the next one. This one comes from Springy Tales.
Hey!
Hello, Springy Tales, all the way across the pond. They say, our question would be, what's your favorite ever memory from a theme park?
This one's tough. That's a good question.
That is a really good question.
Okay, actually, I know mine. Okay, it happened like pretty recently, right? I've always had this like stupid girly romantic thing, right? Where I always wanted to be kissed under the fireworks. And also, okay, so this is a two-part thing. So it happened the same day though, so I always wanted to be kissed under the fireworks, and then I wanted to go on the Little Mermaid ride, and when they sing Kiss the Girl, I wanted to be kissed, because, you know, romantic girl thing. Anyway, this one, finally, one of the first times we went to Disney, we were watching the fireworks, and he kissed me, and I, like, started crying, and I was, like, bawling my eyes out because I was so happy. And then we went on the Little Mermaid, and you kissed me then, too.
And a couple of people actually said something. They go, oh, he kissed her.
Yeah, but, yeah, that's my favorite movie.
I'm gonna go ahead and cheat, but I'm gonna say it in the manlier way. That was definitely one of my best memories of Disney as well. That whole night was great. That was one of the first times that we got. Well, that was one of the first times that we went to Disney together.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. One of the first times we
Yeah, and that whole day and night, specifically those parts that you mentioned.
Sorry.
Ooh, you okay there?
Yeah.
But yeah, specifically those parts that you mentioned, that whole day and night, that was definitely the top for me. So, look at us getting all mushy. All right, and now it is time to go ahead and pick our contest winner. Let's go over the prizes again one more time.
So the prizes are a Minnie and Mickey Tsum Tsum.
Yes.
Just a kissing.
We also have the Mickey drawstring bag made out of this nice, hopefully probably water resistant material.
Yeah.
And last but not least, a $20 Amazon gift card.
So you can pick whatever you want.
Exactly. So, as that goes, we have right here commentpicker.com. It just will pick a random comment for us. We have the URL put in, so let's go ahead and
pick our
winner. So let's see here. And the winner is, who do we have here?
Bright Star.
Bright Star. And their question was, what or how did you get interested in Disney?
Yay, congratulations.
So, congrats to Bright Star. If you're watching, go ahead and comment on this video. We're going to go ahead, we'll send you a message on YouTube.
Or you can info, or you can
message us, or you can find us on Twitter. It's at DL_adventures.
It's all of our social media is linked down below. And
yes, all of our social media is in the description. So, yeah, that was our winner. And one last,
and thank you guys again all for entering.
Yes, of course. And one last thing that we wanted to go over with you guys, we did recently go ahead and set up a Patreon account. We have a couple little nifty items that are coming that will be going along with any of those patrons, I guess, if you will.
And we're going to be adding more stuff too.
Yes, in time. It's just something small for now. We do, however, have our first patron, Stephen from 22 Ounce Adventures.
Yay, thank
want
you,
to go
Steven.
want to go ahead and throw a big shout out and thank you.
Yes,
so,
we appreciate it so much.
Yes, we do. You're number one for us. So, that being said,
yeah, we're going to, this is part 1 of the Q&A video, and then we're going to make some other parts to finish answering your questions, because we want to make sure we get them all answered.
Yes. So,
so we will see you guys in the next video.
All right, have a good one.
Bye.
Bye.
Click the thumbnail on the right to watch our latest video, the thumbnail on the left to watch another video from us, or the center circular icon to subscribe to our channel.